Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio August 21, 2022. You're in a grounding solar cycle, but today's energies can leave you feeling drained or without a clear direction. It's temporary, and it may signify that you need to take a pause. You could be tuning into past difficult conditions, dealing with guilt, or frustrated about lost time. Those things you have neglected may reveal themselves today, or they could be catching up with you. If you're feeling behind, keep in mind that it will pass. For now, try to get in touch with what you're escaping or avoiding and look for ways to close something or deal with loose ends so that you can move forward. Also today, Pluto turns retrograde. You'll be reworking career and planning initiatives, doing the research and legwork, and refining projects. Some of your long-term career goals may be up for review during this retrograde cycle. Facing up to truths about the past and a closer look at financial, career, life path, or intimacy matters can be part of the picture. While pressures and fears can magnify just for a few days, the retrograde cycle itself helps you detach and observe, giving you a clearer perspective. You're more able to see areas where you've been over-attached, worried, obsessed, or a bit paranoid. Intelligent, curious Mercury moves into your communications sector, stirring your desire for mental engagement in the weeks ahead. The moon continues to wander through your sign, which means you're likely wearing your emotions on your sleeve. Although, in addition to feeling more needy than usual or perhaps more focused on your emotional stability, chances are you're being more vocal with your significant other, too. Speaking of vocalizing your emotions, Savvy Mercury will debut via its home sign today, bringing clarity and momentum to your third house of communication, thought process, and immediate surroundings, which is always a plus for problem solving, swift thinking, and general exchanges. In other words, getting your flirt on is almost inevitable, so harness this energy wisely. Today is the day. After a few months of no retrogrades, Pluto finally breaks the ice by stationing retrograde in Capricorn. You may feel the long-term impact of Pluto retrograde since it will be rethinking, reviewing, then revising your career path. Your accomplishments, legacy, and reputation will undergo an immense transformation as you define your professional trajectory. Luckily, this transit coincides with Mercury entering light-hearted Virgo today, implying that you may feel up to the challenge thanks to your curiosity. Utilize this newfound mercurial energy to talk about your goals and strategize for success. It's no fun being a general if no one pays any attention to you. Hello, can anybody hear me? I'm the guy with the megaphone and wearing the funny hat. Shout orders as much as you'd like, no one will respond. They are all caught up in the minutiae of their own problems. Even though you can help them, they lack faith in you. Don't take it personally. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. That adventurous streak is bubbling up like no one's business. You're feeling great, and you're desperate to try something new. It might take a while to find that new freshness, but when you do, you'll wonder how you managed to avoid it this long. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. It may seem as if people around you have lost their sensitivity today, and meanwhile you are left feeling indecisive and unsure of which way to turn. People want to hear from you. They want to know what you are thinking. Don't be afraid to say your piece even if it goes against the general mood of the day. Don't get depressed if things aren't exactly going your way. Things will get better soon. Focus with this vibration is largely family. Undoubtedly, ambition is very important to you. Your energetic spirit suits the pursuit of such things very well. Yet, If you do this at the expense of your own family and the ties there, success can be hollow. If you tend to spend more time with your career than these people, consider changing your schedule around to include more time with your own. There really is enough time in a day, a week, a month, or even an hour to connect with others close to you. Our eyes in the sky. With the Sun and Pluto sharing a tense minor aspect, it's the perfect day to make a to-do list and check things off it. Allow yourself to be a bit emotionally removed this morning, and use the energy to cut out situations that are holding you back or creating unnecessary stress. Venus, the planet of love and money, squares off with Neptune, the planet of dreams and illusion. The energy will be tough to adjust to because you could feel uncertain and paranoid about relationships and money. A minor connection between Venus and Neptune could promote anxiety and stress, but asking the opinion of a trusted confidant can help you see things from a new and more helpful perspective. You might also have some constructive criticism to offer others, but make sure they're open to hearing what you have to say before throwing in your 2 cents. When evening descends, this cosmic vibe could bring an unpredictable creative atmosphere. This aspect is generally positive, which can help us find innovative solutions to problems. However, Neptune, ever the troublemaker, could also stir up some unexpected drama. Be careful when dealing with others tonight, because there could be a desire to offer advice that isn't necessarily welcome. Concentrate on solving your own problems and let other people work out their own issues unless they ask for your help. A helpful connection to the nodes of fate can help you see the path ahead, but you'll need to remember and learn from the mistakes of your past. Dreaming big suits you well right now because the universe is conspiring to open doors for you in this cosmic climate. Just remember that you'll need to responsibly follow through on any goals you dream up now, because Aries energy has a reputation for jumping from goal to goal before reaching the finish line. While there is an overall cheeriness to the day, you'll want to be on guard and watch out for short tempers in both you and others because the Leo moon can sometimes erode our threshold for patience. A harsh aspect between Venus and the healing asteroid Chiron may exacerbate this sentiment, especially if you've been slacking on your self-care lately. In the morning, the Moon and Mars conjunct in the final degree of Taurus, culminating in a story of aligning our emotions and actions as Mars transited the sign of the Bull. Consider the movements you've made over the past 6 weeks and reflect on how this time has changed you. It may have been a period of standing your ground, acting on principle, or defending your ethics. It also might have been one that highlighted sensual appetites. Irritability is a hallmark of this influence if we lack a proper outlet for self-expression. In what ways have you wrestled with your desires and learned how to tame them? The moon enters a short, hour-long void following this aspect's perfection, suggesting we use this time for contemplation rather than starting new projects. Shortly after this, the moon enters Gemini, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, we are more social and outgoing, hungry for experience. Our instincts and intellect harmonize, propelling us forward by means of curiosity. We'll have an easier time discussing difficult topics without bringing heavy emotions into the mix. This is a great occasion for studying and learning new things, as well as for participating in activities with friends or partners.